Have you ever walked into someone's home and quietly wondered how they keep it so clean every single day? Not the once-a-month deep clean kind of tidy, but the calm, peaceful, always put together kind of clean. If you've ever felt frustrated because your home feels messy again just hours after you cleaned, you're not alone. For many older adults, maintaining a tidy home becomes more challenging with age, not because of lack of effort, but because energy, mobility, and daily rhythms naturally shift. Tasks that used to take minutes now take longer, and clutter seems to multiply faster than ever. And there's a scientific reason for that. Research from the National Institute on Aging, 2022, shows that adults over 60 are more sensitive to visual clutter, and long cleaning sessions can lead to faster mental fatigue, making the whole process feel heavier than it used to. Maybe you've had this moment, spending the afternoon cleaning, only to look around and feel like nothing truly looks clean. Like your home resets faster than you can keep up. But here's the good news. Seniors with consistently clean homes aren't working harder. They're working smarter. And today, we're breaking down the 12 small daily habits they rely on, backed by science, and simple enough to start right after this video. Why most people clean wrong. What no one tells you is that a clean home isn't about cleaning more. It's about cleaning smarter. Most people rely on big cleaning days, burning hours of energy, and ending up exhausted. Clutter quietly builds during the week. Paper piles grow. Dishes sit overnight. And cleaning becomes an event instead of a simple rhythm. According to the American Cleaning Institute, 72% of U.S. homeowners unintentionally underclean the areas that impact cleanliness the most. It's just like gardening. If you ignore the weeds for a week, they take over. Small daily care will always beat occasional battles. Habit 1. Make the bed every morning. What no one tells you is that the first clean surface you see sets the tone for your whole day. Most people underestimate this habit because it feels too simple to matter. But according to the National Sleep Foundation, making your bed each morning creates a sense of control, lowers cortisol levels, and improves overall mood throughout the day. For older adults, that feeling of order first thing in the morning can shift the entire rhythm of the day. And here's the beauty of it. It takes less than 2 minutes. No bending, no heavy lifting, no equipment. Just a quick smooth of the blankets and a fluff of the pillows. Yet the impact is immediate. A tidy bed makes the entire bedroom look cleaner, even if nothing else has been touched. This habit also creates star momentum. When the very first thing you do is complete a simple task, your brain registers it as a win. That small sense of accomplishment carries into other parts of your day, making breakfast, doing a quick tidy, staying organized with less effort. There's also a psychological benefit at night. Studies show that older adults sleep better in visually calm environments. A neatly made bed makes your room feel peaceful, not chaotic. I remember a senior saying, "I always thought my room was messy. Turns out, I just wasn't making the bed." Sometimes the smallest action changes everything. Habit 2. Declutter as you go, one-touch rule. What no one tells you is that clutter doesn't appear, it accumulates. Most of the mess you see in a home isn't the result of a big disaster. It's the slow buildup of tiny decisions. A pair of shoes left by the door, a coffee mug set on the table. Yesterday's mail placed just for now. 1 or 2 items don't seem like much, but multiply that over a few days, and you suddenly wonder, where did all this come from? Science backs this up. A well-known UCLA study from the Center on Everyday Lives found that visual clutter can increase stress hormones by up to 27%, especially in adults over 60, who are more sensitive to crowded spaces and visual noise. This is why seniors with consistently clean homes rely on the one-touch rule. If you pick something up, put it back where it belongs, not in a temporary spot. No second stop, no holding zone, just one touch. A few supporting habits make it even easier. Create a small landing zone near the door for keys, sunglasses, and the day's mail. Keep a small basket for items that need to be carried to other rooms. Put things away right after using them. Books, blankets, TV remotes, glasses. This approach turns cleaning into tiny moments instead of big jobs. It prevents the snowball effect, where a few forgotten items become a full afternoon of cleanup. Clutter doesn't magically appear. It slowly gathers, unless you quietly stop it in its tracks. Habit 3. Wipe surfaces daily. What no one tells you is that clean surfaces make your entire home feel fresher, even if nothing else is perfect. Most people think clutter is what makes a home feel messy. But in reality, it's the crumbs on the counter, the water spots on the bathroom sink, and the thin layer of dust on the coffee table that create the biggest impact. According to the EPA, surfaces in older homes accumulate bacteria and allergens up to 4 times faster because of lower ventilation and more settled dust. That means a 30-second wipe can do more for your home's freshness than a full hour of reorganizing. Seniors with consistently clean homes know this. Instead of waiting for grime to build up, they do quick touch-ups throughout the day. A swipe of the kitchen counters after cooking, a quick wipe of the bathroom sink after brushing teeth, and a gentle pass across the coffee table before settling down for the evening. And you don't need strong chemicals. A simple microfiber cloth, lightly dampened with water or a mild vinegar solution, picks up dust, crumbs, and oils effortlessly. What's powerful about this habit isn't the cleaning itself. It's the feeling your home gives you when surfaces stay clear. One senior joked, "When my counters are clean, my whole house feels 10 years younger." Surfaces set the energy of a room. Keep them clean, and everything else feels lighter. Habit 4. One small load of laundry every day. What no one tells you is that laundry becomes overwhelming only when it piles up. Laundry is one of those chores that seems harmless until suddenly the basket is overflowing and you're staring at a mountain that demands an entire afternoon of energy. For many older adults, this leads to physical strain, bending, lifting, carrying, all at once. Research from the University of Michigan shows that aging adults naturally perform better with microtasks instead of large, prolonged efforts because energy and stamina fluctuate throughout the day. That's why seniors with clean, peaceful homes wash just one small load each day. Not a marathon, not 3 loads at once. Just one. A few shirts, a few towels, whatever's in the basket. Daily loads dry faster. Folding takes minutes. And you never run out of clean clothes, towels, or linens without warning. It also eliminates the emotional weight of the laundry room. Instead of dreading the chore, it becomes something simple, like brewing your morning coffee or watering a plant. A senior once said, "I stopped doing laundry day. Now I just do laundry moments." It's not about working harder. It's about giving yourself fewer things to be overwhelmed by. Habit 5. Never leave dishes overnight. What no one tells you is that tomorrow's stress often begins with tonight's sink. There's a reason waking up to a sink full of dishes feels so discouraging. According to FDA hygiene research, kitchen bacteria and odors multiply significantly overnight, especially on food residue left in warm, damp environments. So when you walk into the kitchen the next morning, your senses immediately register unfinished work. For older adults, that moment can set the emotional tone for the entire day. Seniors with consistently clean homes avoid this by practicing a simple rule: never leave dishes overnight. Not because they love cleaning, but because they love waking up to a calm, fresh kitchen. The habit is easier than people think. Clean as you cook. Rinse utensils while water is already running. After dinner, take 5 minutes to wash dishes or load the dishwasher. Wipe the sink, give the counter a quick swipe, and you're done. The University of Illinois found that people who wake up to clean kitchens report a 20% higher sense of morning happiness and reduced overwhelm. One senior said she used to feel guilty every morning staring at yesterday's dishes. "It made me feel like I started the day behind." Once she started washing dishes at night, she said the relief was immediate, like reclaiming her morning peace. It's not about dishes. It's about starting each day without yesterday's weight. Habit 6. Control paper clutter daily. What no one tells you is that paper is the quickest clutter to grow and the hardest to tame. Bills, receipts, coupons, insurance forms, appointment reminders. Paper enters the home in small pieces but piles up fast. AARP surveys show that seniors rank paper clutter as the #1 cause of household stress. Why? Because paper represents decisions, and decision-making becomes more mentally taxing with age. This is why seniors with clean homes deal with paper instantly. They don't let mail sit just for later. They don't keep piles on the kitchen counter. They don't allow paper to become invisible clutter. Instead, they follow a simple system. Action, file, recycle. Action, bills, forms, anything requiring attention. File, documents worth keeping, neatly stored, not stacked. Recycle, junk mail, ads, envelopes, expired coupons. This prevents the dreaded paper mountain, where 1 week of ignored mail turns into hours of sorting and stress. A weekly 5-minute shredding routine keeps everything manageable and protects personal information. One senior shared that her mail pile used to take over an entire corner of her dining table. It felt like it grew overnight, she laughed. When she shifted to sorting instantly, she said it was like someone lifted a weight off the room. Paper multiplies when ignored, but when handled daily, it never has the chance. Habit 7. Let fresh air in every day. What no one tells you is that fresh air cleans better than most cleaning products. Many people think a home feels clean because of how it looks. But seniors with consistently fresh homes know something different. The way a home smells and feels matters just as much as how it looks. And nothing resets a space faster than fresh air. According to the EPA, indoor air can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air, especially in older homes where ventilation is limited and dust settles more quickly. For adults over 60, research even shows that a short burst of fresh air boosts cognitive clarity, energy levels, and overall comfort. That's why seniors with clean homes open their windows every single day, even if just for 10 minutes. Fresh air sweeps out cooking odors, stale air, moisture, and that subtle closed-up smell that slowly builds over time. After cooking, crack the kitchen window. In the morning, open the living room for a brief airflow. Even in winter, a slight opening helps stale air escape. One small daily habit, 10 minutes of fresh air, makes your home feel brighter, lighter, and more alive. And it costs nothing at all. Habit 8. Dust high-touch surfaces daily. What no one tells you is that dust is living, and it spreads. Dust isn't just a dirty film on your furniture. It's a mix of skin cells, fabric fibers, pollen, pet dander, and microscopic debris. And according to Mayo Clinic research, older adults are more sensitive to dust-related allergies, congestion, and throat irritation. That's why seniors with clean homes never wait for dust to show up. They dust a little bit every day, not the entire house, just 3 to 5 high-touch surfaces. Coffee table, nightstand, TV stand, remotes, lamp bases, the top edge of the refrigerator, any place you touch or walk past often. Using a simple microfiber cloth, you can wipe these areas in less than 2 minutes. Microfiber grabs dust instead of spreading it, making each swipe more effective. Think about the last time you ran a finger across a dusty shelf and left a streak. That tiny moment can make the entire room look neglected, even if everything else is spotless. But when these surfaces stay clean, your whole home looks polished, fresh, and cared for. Seniors with the cleanest homes don't wait for dust to announce itself. They prevent it from settling at all. A little each day, instead of a long, exhausting session later. That's the secret. Habit 9. Do a 10-minute evening reset. What no one tells you is that mornings are cleaner when nights are calmer. For many older adults, mornings can feel rushed, stiff, or mentally foggy. But seniors with consistently tidy homes rely on a powerful secret, the evening reset. It's not deep cleaning. It's not scrubbing. It's a gentle 10-minute ritual that prepares the home and the mind for an easier tomorrow. The American Psychological Association reports that even simple evening routines reduce morning stress by up to 34%. Why? Because your brain relaxes when it wakes up to order instead of chaos. A 10-minute reset can include straightening the living room, folding blankets, resetting sofa pillows, putting away remote controls, books, or glasses, clearing the kitchen counters, doing a quick sweep of high-traffic areas, laying out what you need for morning coffee. It's amazing how small motions create big peace. You don't need to make the house perfect. You just need to remove the friction that tomorrow you would trip over. Imagine waking up and seeing a neat living room instead of yesterday's clutter. Imagine walking into a kitchen where the counters are clear and the sink is empty. It changes your mood before you've even taken a step. A calm night creates an easier morning. And seniors who practice this habit say it's the reason their homes always look effortlessly put together. Habit 10. Keep cleaning supplies within reach. What no one tells you is that convenience is the secret to consistency. Most people don't avoid cleaning because it's hard. They avoid it because supplies are out of reach. If you need to walk across the house to grab a cloth, spray bottle, or duster, you're far more likely to say, "I'll do it later." And later becomes never. Behavioral science research shows that reducing friction, the small obstacles between you and a task, increases habit success by nearly 80%. Seniors with exceptionally clean homes understand this deeply. They make cleaning easy by placing the right tools in the right places. In the bathroom, disinfecting wipes and a toilet brush under the kitchen sink, microfiber cloths and all-purpose spray in the living room, a duster or a small cleaning caddy by the entryway, a shoe brush and a place for keys near the laundry, stain remover and dryer balls. This way, when you notice a spill, smudge, or dusty surface, you can handle it in seconds before it becomes a chore. Think about it like gardening. If you're watering kindles by the plants, you water every day. If it's in the garage behind 3 boxes, you skip it. Clean homes aren't about endless effort. They're about smart setups that make cleaning fast, gentle, and automatic. And for seniors, keeping supplies within reach isn't just convenient, it's empowering. Habit 11. Quick daily sweep. What no one tells you is that clean floors make your whole home shine. You can have spotless counters, tidy shelves, and a perfectly made bed. But if the floors feel gritty under your feet, the entire home suddenly feels messy. Seniors with consistently clean homes understand a simple truth: floors catch everything. According to University of Arizona environmental study, up to 70% of household dirt settles on the floor before anywhere else. That's dust, crumbs, pet hair, pollen, and whatever gets tracked in from the outdoors. The secret isn't scrubbing or doing a full vacuum every day. It's a quick daily sweep of high-traffic areas. The kitchen, the entryway, the hallway, around your favorite chair, near pet feeding areas. Using a lightweight broom or cordless vacuum. This habit takes just 2 to 3 minutes, the time it takes for a kettle to boil or a commercial to play. One senior shared that she thought her home had a dingy look until she swept daily. She was shocked at how much dust gathered in just 2 days. Once the floors stayed clean, the entire home suddenly looked brighter. Clean floors lift the energy of a room. They make everything else look cleaner. And for older adults, less dust on the floor means less dust circulating in the air. A small daily sweep protects your home, your air quality, and your peace. Habit 12. They enjoy their clean home. What no one tells you is that enjoying your home keeps it clean. This final habit is the most overlooked, yet the most powerful. Seniors with clean, peaceful homes don't just tidy. They take a moment to enjoy the space they've created. And that small emotional reward motivates them to keep going day after day. Yale Behavioral Science Lab explains that positive emotion is the strongest habit-forming force. When your brain links cleaning with calmness, pride, or comfort, the habit becomes natural, not forced. Here's what this looks like in real homes. Sitting down with a warm cup of tea after a quick tidy, lighting a candle, and enjoying the glow on your clean surfaces, opening a window, and feeling fresh air move through an uncluttered room, looking around and appreciating what you've maintained. This is an indulgence. It's reinforcement. It tells your mind, this feels good. Let's do it again tomorrow. One senior shared story. After years of feeling overwhelmed by clutter, she finally adopted a few small daily habits. One evening, she sat down in her favorite chair, looked around her freshly reset living room, and for the first time in a long time, she felt proud. That moment, not the cleaning itself, was what motivated her to keep her home that way. A clean home isn't just a task. It's a gift you give yourself. And when you pause to enjoy it, The home becomes more than tidy. It becomes a sanctuary. Clean because it makes you feel good. Enjoy the result because you deserve it. Keeping a clean home has nothing to do with long, exhausting cleaning days. It's the small habits, the gentle, daily rhythms that make a home feel light, peaceful, and manageable. Seniors with the cleanest homes aren't pushing themselves harder. They're simply choosing little actions that prevent big messes. These 12 habits work because they're simple, repeatable, and backed by research about aging well and emotional health. Make the bed. Put things back. Wipe surfaces. Keep paper under control. Do a daily sweep. Open the windows. Enjoy your space. None of these take much time, but together, they transform how your home feels and how you feel living in it. A tidy home creates mental clarity. It reduces stress. It supports your energy, your mobility, and your emotional well-being. And most importantly, it helps you age with more ease and independence. So remember this. When you understand the science and build small habits, you don't just clean better, you live better. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which one habit will you start today? And if you want more science-backed, senior-friendly home wisdom, subscribe and stay connected. Your calm, clean home is just a few small habits away.